You shout out SH0T TV too?
SH0T TV shout out.
Okay.
SH0T TV. SH0T TV, what up?
Okay.
SH0T TV, shout out.
Welcome to SH0T TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
SH0T TV. It's SH0T TV.
You got it.
Welcome back to SH0T TV. Yeah, man. Trying to get this volume right. But yeah, let me do my positive stuff for 2 seconds. I ain't gonna be long at all. Like I said, I usually do it earlier, so I'll be like, you know, it's gonna be humid and hot. Grab you minimum 2 bottles of water, or just drink you one now before you go out, and carry a minimum of 1 with you, and 3 in case you got God on your heart, and that extra bottle could save someone else's life, because dehydration is real out here, man. It's hot and it ain't even early out. Like, it's late and it's hot, and it's the Midwest. I can imagine what they're enduring down south, anywhere down south, man. Like, stick to the plan, right? So today we got a three-piece spicy. Yeah, like Birdman. All tree, y'all. We got tree. We got the one that everyone loves to love, who didn't have, who had very little love in him, King Von. This is relating to allegations of his Unaliving being a paid hit, right? It's so many layers to this, it's ridiculous, but we're going to stay in the current, you know, atmosphere. And this is his family today coming forth and speaking out. Man, they got some words. Like, yeah, man, it's that tea today. And yeah, we're going to speak about where things are as far as, you know, King Von update of him being set up and what could be expected in the near future, right? We're going to also get into NBA YoungBoy's artist Lil Dump, you know, which was that Big Dump's nephew, I believe. Don't hold me to it, but I'm almost 100% sure, right? Man, this dude, as little as he is and as frail as he is, you know, he's still a demon baby, as he coined himself, him and NBA YoungBoy. This dude done, I guess, a content creator coming up to him trying to ask him a question, and before he can get the question out, Lil Dump grabbed him up by the shirt, and it looked like a play and a troll at first, but then Lil Dump, he either foul on him or lap him. But it was a serious, yeah, man, and turned the content creator manhood all the way down. Like, he getting that meow, yeah, man. So that's gonna be some interesting content for y'all today. And then last but not least, we gonna go to the talk of the YouTube, which is this Cash Money tour for people my age. As y'all know, Durk had been allegedly kicked off due to him constantly stirring up things and egging people on and making the wrong people mad. Well, they go to do their part of the tour that lands them in Chicago, and they on stage and they attempt to cut the part off where Durk first starts, and the fans get to singing that whole part while they cut it off, and the crowd still sung the whole verse. Well, most of it. They probably sung the whole verse, but they cut it off. We don't know. But the crowd went crazy for Turk. Like, so, yeah, man. It's like they might have to rethink. You know, leaving Lil Turk off the next rendezvous, regardless of how any one of them feel, because it ain't gonna add up. You know, plus they already ain't got Lil Wayne, so it's like y'all missing two people out of a superstar group. Like, how y'all gonna take two out? Like, is it a discount for that? Like, what is this, a partial group tour? Like, what kind of joke is that? You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into all that, right? You know, I'm gonna bring y'all the best of all of it and break it on down to the T. So, going to start back at number 1, which is a lot of fans' favorite, King Von, the mean green illing machine himself, allegedly, as y'all think about him. So, as y'all know, this dude Vonnie that's locked up with Durk and the other OTF members for the unaliving of Lil Pop, Quando Rondo's friend, cousin, Crip homie, right? Vonnie, who held the position as a manager in OTF, had access to so much stuff, so much like material, money, like, and let it be known that he swayed their thinking. Like, he made calls that got people booted out, he got people brought in. He was able to be in a position to where he could steal money and not be detected. And as it's come out, his daddy has exposed him for allegedly doing this whole plot to set up King Von, had him set up, and then went, him and Kayla B, Vonnie and Kayla B, went to pay Lil Tim in the middle of nowhere, allegedly, right? I want to see if I can play a part for y'all that shows the whole overall without going through, because there's so many receipts that you would have to go through. See, Vonnie is trying to get some cool points with the feds. Not even cool points. He's trying to get some time shaved off, because he ain't trying to do life like the rest of the, you know, he figures, and this is in a letter coming from him to, whether it's a girl or his father, but you can see right here, he feels that the rest of them are going to get that elbow. Yeah, the elbow. Yeah. I ain't talking about this. So he trying to wiggle up out of there. Plus, he got a good chance, meaning that the rest of them, more than likely, I'm almost willing to bet my last that they are all, you know, 2-time, 3-time, 4-time felons. This dude Vonnie, if I'm 100% correct, he don't have a real felony background, which puts him at the least of the consequences already. So with the cooperation, I can very much see him, if the right cooperation, which something as big as the unaliving of King Von is big enough to start a conversation and to open some eyes to some prosecutors and lawyers and etc. Now, what I believe they will want from there is, you know, they will want to tie your boy to it, you know, Lil Durk, allegedly, because not only would that put him at a center of a new crime that's much like all the other crimes they're trying to convict him of, but it makes their other cases stronger. So that's what they would need. If Vonnie could actually come up with some real proof of that, he can be out of there by yesterday, but he ain't got that real hard proof. You know what I'm saying? As we all know. But yeah, man, this is just sick. Like the whole thing, like it was cool with fans. Fans was cool with knowing that, okay, Von tried to put his hands on somebody, tried to overtweak, you know, and ended up on the losing end of the stick. You know, man, they gotta, man, these people that went and dug him up and then reopened and introduced a whole new scenario as to his friends, people he called brothers, his manager, and the person he allegedly signed with and protected, backdooring them and, you know, receiving money for it. Like, what? But that's where we are right now. You know, King Von's cousin Balo, even, and I'm, you know, I'm tired of playing the same thing, but a lot of people are not aware of some of these things that went down. You know, Balo months ago was on a live, was that a live? Like a chat when him and Kayla B was into it, and he exposed that Kayla B and Vonnie did in fact drop off a bag to Lil Tim. You know, and matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play that so I can connect these dots right quick.
It's deeper than that. Kayla know who took. Kayla was in the car. I think she was in the car if I'm not mistaken, because I'm hearing from other sources. But I'm gonna post them messages in a minute too. I got them when somebody took Lil Tim a bag of money in April of 2020. They met with him at like a little deserted, like on some movie type. What y'all take him a bag of money for? It was Vonnie and Kayla.
Oh, there you go.
In the car.
Nah, that's crazy.
So it really
with somebody
had
else.
been planned out.
It was
planned out months before.
Yeah.
It was planned out months before. That's why Kayla was yelling that she was rich. And it was Kayla's fault. Not nobody's Kayla. We blaming the sister that's always team this, the one that hopping on jets and shit. Von never even been on a jet.
Okay, so when you hear Vonnie's father talking about, there's another part of the video to the footage of the, you know, King Von on a live, and you know, it shows that the security discussing that Quando Rondo Lil Tim was already there. You know, when you just start to put these two together, and then you get Vonnie's father spilling all these, if you want to think it's truth and believe it's truth, like spilling the beans and telling all, like, that's a lot of stuff to say about your son. You got to absolutely H to the A to the T to the E your son, like, because it don't matter if you trying to, like, you could say, oh, he's trying to sway the case and he's really helping his son by trying to manipulate something out of it. But nah, you putting jackets on your son. Like, that ain't no way to help him, man. Like, oh, he's like talking about all the money he done stole from Von, and you know, he tried to get good people from around Von so he could manipulate Von, and subsequently ended up backdooring Von and getting paid for it. So Vonnie was collecting off the back, what they call the front end and back end. He was getting that back end like a rapper. That boy Vonnie was ill out here, boy. And that's where we are currently. As far as new things today, like I said, King Von's family is speaking up. Yeah, this is Auntie. So Von Auntie feels like Durk has something to do with it too, right? let's go and get into it. She says, they set my nephew up. FOTF, F Lil Durk, F Lil Tim, F Quando Rondo, F the industry, F track 100, Quando Rondo, F NBA Youngboy, F all you ninjas that knew about that. Shout out to the Gula Supreme. Shout out to Trench Snooze. I hope my sister Tasha gets justice one way or another. Vine gonna get his get back. So his people is with the too. Like, they not only, you know, we ain't just looking for court justice. No, we are taking either way. So Vine really did come from a family of like that. His daddy was like that. Shoot, his mama's sister was like that, which is this lady. So I can imagine how his mama is. Well, her fine self, man. I had just posted her and her birthday pics. Should we go down memory lane just for the one time, just to see, since we talking about personalities and who is what and how they may be, can we put a face to this person that we're talking about and see a little something? So this is his mother. Yeah, man, I think she just turned 50. Boy. But like I say, dang, we got to get off this page because this ain't right. This ain't right. I'm a news reporter. But we can just imagine if the sisters like that. They say the fruit don't fall far from the trizzy. And she liked it, a guy like Silk, which was King Von's father. He was a high-ranking BD member who was unalived by a sniper. So if a sniper has to get you, that means you're a high priority. You're high on the list. You're a high prize. So what was he doing out here? You know what I'm saying? And if she's attracted to that type of person, then she really, so yeah, King Von comes from a family of that. So shoot, did King Von stand a chance? This has to be our new conversation, man. Like, everybody champion him and all that. You know, some kids be looking at like, why you celebrate me and like looking up to this? I don't even like to be like this. Like, I had no choice. Like, I'd rather be laid up in a college dorm, you know what I'm saying, working on my third business plan, you know what I'm saying. You gotta always think like that. But yeah, that's the family bringing up Lil Durk in this as if they're believing exactly what Vonnie's and his father is laying out. You know, it has to, you know, I have little, see, this the question. This is going to be Durk's lawyer's greatest argument with this. Watch this. If Durk had interest in unaliving Vine, then why would he then risk his life, the ones he loved, and his whole empire to go revenge King Vines? Yeah, that's what y'all got him in here on, don't y'all? This is what y'all saying. Make it make sense. See, it would have to make sense in that case, you know, unless they try to use some reverse psychology and say that Durk was trying to do that to clean up and clean that and some stuff that a confused psychopath, you know what I'm saying, but they won't be able to get that off, man. They will have to make it make sense, you know. And plus, they have no hard evidence on Durk on really none of this stuff. You know, a lot of the stuff for the Lil Pap hit is, well, a lot of it is circumstantial and like faulty moves on other behalf, but you know, when they get to cooperating, trying to get lesser sentences, that's when they get the hard evidence. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the update in the you know, the back door, the biggest back door in drill history so far. I would have to say, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because King Von was like, you know, he was right below. You got Chief Keef, which is the founder of it, and then you got, who's the second biggest? You want to say Lil Durk, but Lil Durk brought King Von, but King Von was dang near looked at. You have to go by how they were looked at and viewed in the eyes of the consumers of the music. They looked at Von as more official than both Keef and Durk. So yes, this was the biggest backdoor in drill history. You figure deal me. So that's what it is. And we're going to move on to the next. You feel me? Just hit the like button for me. You feel me? We're going to keep this going. I don't ask for cash apps, super chats, donations, not yet. You feel me? Plus, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I just want y'all to get what y'all come for. But I just don't feel like it's too much of me to ask for you to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Or for me, give you multiple content, you know, research. You feel me? I'm suiting it up, you know, it's in perfect format because it's edited, you know, pictures and all this to show you, you know, videos. Like a like button, I mean, in exchange for that, I mean, you know, it's up to you, man. So next part, we're going to get into NBA YoungBoy's. Is this the biggest artist under him in NBA? I'm going to say, yeah. With P. Youngin gone, and it already seemed like, you know, P. Youngie was, well, P. Youngie was replaced with Lil Dump, so it automatically boost him up. And not only that, Lil Dump music hard. Like I listen to Lil Dump about as much as I listen to YB. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he is equally talented, but his music hit like that. And honestly, you gotta look at the credit Lil Dump got in the streetwise. See, that's one of those. That's another thing, like the Lil Durk and Von thing. It's like, yeah, Durk is the way bigger artist and way more time in the industry, perfected his craft way longer, more versatile, and a solid sound, you know. But on this street you know, these fans, these youngers is influenced and swayed, and they tack on to this street image, man. And then if you authentic, they bringing them on these content creators platforms. It's probably an exchange for exchange, right? It's probably more so like, no, they paying him for show. They paying him for show. Because even though he's getting promotion and it's helping him, he still probably look at it like, dude, I can use this time to just be in the studio doing music and shooting videos for myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely paying him, but you know, having real street ninja up there, and you got to be real careful with how you handle them. And I guess they are seeing this right now. I guess dude must have thought, they must have thought that Lil Dump was an act. They must have thought that he was just trying to mimic NBA YoungBoy with the stand and the look, and that it was just it was just rap, and it was just cap, and it was just an image. And what makes it even funnier, right before Lil Dump fire off on him, he doing that NBA YoungBoy look. And what I'm gonna do is, since it's violence, I can only show y'all so much of it. But what I can promise to do is put what I can in the video and put the rest of it in the comment section. So you can watch the video, or you can watch it up until this part, go in the comment section, watch that, and then come back. You feel me? All right, see, I hook y'all up, and y'all don't think I deserve that like button. A like. But anyway, whoever the content creator is, he coming up on Lil Dump in the parking lot. I guess they must have already went through this already, because Lil Dump is irritated at him at this point, right? And I guess the content creator is approaching Lil Dump like, you know, why is people saying that or asking me? That's all the dude got out to Lil Dump. He like, why people asking me, or why people telling me, or why people saying? He said one of the two. Like, he like, why people da da da. You know, that's all he got out. And Lil Dump, yo, getting off on him. So that's what we finna get into. And yeah, check it out.
Why they keep saying I'm slapping?
Hey, yeah, man, Lil Dump cracked me up, y'all. Now y'all seen before he got off on dude, he hit him with that NBA YoungBoy look. Man, he was standing and just in a zone. He was in that little stance, in that little zone. And when dude came up with that, he just got on some, he just chose islands from there. And people gonna say it's scripted. Ain't nobody finna ain't nobody finna promote. No, ain't nobody finna do that. Ain't nobody finna belittle themselves by making themselves look like a straight weenie, a straight meow, a straight curring out, and trying to, you feel me, in front of his peoples, and on top of getting unched and or lapped in the face. You know what I'm saying? And called all out of, nah, man, like, you know, I mean, you do got people that go that far in acting and movie sets and in some places, but you can just see when something is genuine. You could tell that Lil Dump is genuinely mad and irritated at this dude, like they had been through it and went through whatever a couple times, and Lil Dump wasn't down to explain it to dude no more, or he wasn't down to hear about it no more. Like, dude was over irritated. And a lot of y'all gotta realize, a lot of them content creators do be like irritating, because they be trying to create content, and they be creating content off of your patience. Like, they irritating you to get reactions out of you for the content. And that could be what we just witnessed. You know what I'm saying? So nah, it wasn't scripted, and Lil Dump gonna go up because of that, for sure. YB gonna go up. YB wins and Lil Dumb wins. When stuff like this is why artists get crash outs. This is why people like Lil Durk get people like King Von. You see what I'm saying? It is dang near guerrilla marketing. It's if King Von go out and somebody, guess what? King Von stuff in the cell, and subsequently, somewhere down the line, every 50, 75th person that listens to another King Von song because of that, you know what I'm saying, they may go and listen to a Durk song too. That is called promoting. And labels have this, that's the pedigree. Y'all see why, I think that's what Gucci Mane tried to do, but it just all fell down, came crashing down. Like, God didn't want Gucci Mane to have, signed all them crash outs, like real deal street Pooh Shiesty out there really putting a belt on people while he making the #1 charts. You know what I'm saying? Right behind NBA Youngboy, and everybody that he signed was in jail or unalive. And people blame Gucci Mane, but you can't blame. You gotta just look at it how I was just explaining it. You know what I'm saying? Negativity sells, man. Black people, that's just what black people like to see, man. But that's the last of that. So for the bonus piece of content, well, it's not a bonus, it's the part I added on, and I also subtracted the part, so it's basically equal. My fault for false reporting. It wasn't false reporting on the Hot Boy stuff, but I'm all out of date, right? YouTube just be posting random stuff, and I thought it was recent news, but it was old news, so I replaced this with that. So we have Grove Hero, man. Some bad news for the brother, man. And I ate it with the H at the beginning. Super duper ate it, because he's a disabled comedian that tries to find humor in what he's going through just to get through it, and to also put smile on other people's faces, bringing laughter to the people around the United States. And honestly, outside of the rhetoric and the act, dude really a good dude. Like, Stevie Wonder could see that. It's not rocket science. You feel me? Of course, he loved Dolph, so he get wrapped up in the Dolph stuff from time to time, but dude a good dude. And whoever did this ain't gonna get no good sleep, right? So as you see it written and flowing through YouTube, he has been popped. I really don't want to say the other word because YouTube will get at me. You feel me? And man, it's not just one of those a rapper got popped and he bounced all the way back and he good and he laughing about it, even though he's laughing about it because he trying to show us that he good, but he not good. He was hit in the worst place that you could be hit, aka where I was hit. Yeah, that type of drama. Yeah, man. And I got the updates and I have words from himself for you. So yeah, man, let me get that like button and I'm gonna get right into it. I ain't gonna even none of that. So this took place in, again, Charlotte, North Carolina. So this is the baby stomping grounds. Dang, the baby, you for sure should have, well, I ain't gonna say you should have checked in, because Grove Hero has been touring. Well, he tours with just his team and I guess the faith in God. And I I would think that people like him, a lot of people believe that they're not in the streets, you know, they're not constantly picking, egging on and engaging in street stuff, you know, and they don't proclaim any sets, gangs, none of that, so they should be good. That's how a lot of people think, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. I think that he may have underestimated the extent in which the passing of Dolph and him poking his chest out. Dang near Grove Hero, dang near jumped on the front line at one point in time. Let's be real. Dang near jumped on the front line, was pressing Migo, and really overly pressed Migo, embarrassed him. Dang near, man, I ain't really heard from Migo since. Dang. Not Grove Hero ended what was his name? Black Migo career. Yeah, man, I ain't heard from dude really since. But yeah, he jumped on that front line, man. And it was just that he just felt like it wasn't even that Dolph really did nothing magnificent for him. Is that, you know, he knew that Dolph was real and genuine. Dolph believed in him. And yeah, man. But they did Grove Hero bad, and this definitely was intentional. So they hit him in his, but he not saying where he got. So did they hit him in his back, or did the bullet? See me, I was popped from the front, but I dropped and it went through under my armpit and it got into my back. So I wonder if they actually was aiming at his back, or if that's where the bullet ended up. I want to make it clear that this is the same place in which his big homie Young Dolph was at 100 times or more, and the only thing that saved Young Dolph was that bulletproof. You know, real rap. So clearly the same entity that was at his big homie there's an entity out there. Not saying that that's who got him, but I mean, dang, man, I wish Grove Hero could have but you couldn't tell him nothing. Like, he was comfortable, man. Like, he just got, honestly, just a couple weeks ago when he had 600 Breezy with him, some people had blew at him, so he should have been on high alert. Dang, like, what, you lacking, overly, like, man. But we just gotta thank God he alive, man. So let's just listen to what he gotta say, and then I'm gonna come back with a few more words. Roll it.
Hey, I told G about up for the day. What's up? What's going on? Man, worse is above it. Man, god damn.
What is your name, sir?
These.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry saying that ain't Mario. Man, worse
Mario,
bad.
your last name?
Bradley. Man, them folk that shot me in my spine. They tell me I might not walk again. I had to tell G about up for the die. He for the cry.
You lost the Brandon, B-R-A?
Bradley, man. Bradley. God damn.
damn.
Bradley. I'm over here pissing in the cup.
That's all I need.
Man, damn, bro.
What's your birthday?
Man, hey, dude, they got the smoke, bro. Let me say this real quick, man. Dude, they got the smoke, bro. Hey, bro, you old, bro. God damn, for the shot me, shot Ed. Man, I ain't, man, bro. I can't even, I don't even know if they gonna let me out today, tomorrow, whatever, to finish my tour. Man, bro.
So you want to be up in there playing with the lady, talking about your name, D's, but you can't really blame Grove Hero for trying to keep the greatest smile, the biggest smile he can keep in the worst time. I know how I felt, man. Listen, it be this, right? When that happens to you, you know this the only thing you really be happy for. You just really be happy that you're alive. But other than that, man, it's all bad. Like, cause you understand your spine has been when your spine is compromised, it connects your brain to your body. Your spine is your brain for your body. It's the brain of your body. If that makes any sense. Them people think Grove Hero Riri in there. Riri. Because they don't know he a comedian. On top of, dude, you don't even know if we haven't, either he's waiting for them to tell him if he's paralyzed, or he probably already know, man. It ain't no, they telling me I may not walk again, whatnot. Is you paralyzed or is you not? You know, and then you can do all the speculating on the side, you know. Man, I hope he not, though. This ain't for no, man, listen, this for the birds. You know, man, big ups to Grove Hero for keeping that spirit. You know, I wonder if he's seen who hit him up like that. You know, I wonder, was it a head on? He was approached and told why they was finna get down on him, and then they got down on him, or was it from a distance, or was it like a drive-by in traffic? Because he stay in traffic on the tour bus, and he in there talking about he ain't the only one that got hit. So I bet you the people that he was naming, them was the people that was on the tour bus, his team. This dude that got his team hit up, or his team that got him hit up. You know, y'all want me to take the best guess that I can take? I mean, man, it ain't even right to even speak on this like this. Not on nothing fresh like this, and ain't nobody been brought in. But I mean, it don't take rocket science to a certain extent, because it's like certain people may believe that the second that Grove Hero plays, like, certain people ain't gonna never get over the fact what you did to Migo. People like Migo, right? Black Migo, that was his name, right? Like, he can never get that back. And it ain't like this was a able-bodied man that pressed him this was a disabled man with one hand, you know what I'm saying? So it make him look overly weak when he trying to push gangster music. And like, he ain't gonna never, like, you know, and he ain't all that broke. Not only that, you really stepped in the, man, dude, like, y'all know how Grove Hero was speaking, you know, close to the beginning of when it happened to Dolph. Y'all know he was on there pressing the line. Like, he was basically talking the talk, but then saying, like, he had one day they'd be like, yeah, we out here for Dolph, and I catch any what do you say? I catch any CMG and it's on. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I gotta I'm lapping you, I'm whatever. The next minute, yeah, man, I'm just a comedian. I do positivity in my community. You know, I work with kids, man. Like, dude. Yeah, man. He got the cop in the deuces. Like, every 3 days. Yeah, you could tell that he was heavy. It was just like, all it really came from is him genuinely being affected by the Dolph stuff, and him being, you know, like, I want to do something about it. Like, everybody, it's a lot of people that feel like, yeah, it's in a heart, they would like to slide and like to analyze somebody, but some people lack the courage, you know, they lack the, you feel me, everything but the thought, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people may have it in their mind like, I love to slide for Dolph and unalive a person, but they don't even like to be confronted with men. Like, they don't like to be confronted with masculine energy. Like, they'll freeze up and start making excuses and start, you know. So it's like, you know, Grove Hero did what I could say is Grove Hero did his best. The hero did his best. But no, I definitely don't want to. I'm gonna keep y'all in tune with if he announces that he's paralyzed, not. But it's a toss up at this point. And from the way he's talking, it seems like it's more on the 60-40, the 60 that, you know, getting that. It's the word. But I then again, man, like I believe he know what, like, I knew that I was paralyzed, like, what? Like, they told me, like, you know, when they was speaking of, I was under the blankets and they was talking about it, like, you know, but the thing is, he might be at the point where he's psyching himself out to, you know, want to believe that, no, this ain't, I'm not, like, because that's something hard to believe that you will never walk. What, man? Some people will go crazy right then and there and won't never shake back. Like, that's how, you feel me? That's how big of an impact a reality like that can have on a person. Like, I'm never walking, like, and then to feel it in your body, like your organs not functioning, like they're doing nothing, they're just numb and pain, like, you feel me? So yeah, man, I think right now at this point what the fans can do is not much more than the prayers to the big man, and I mean, write him letters. I mean, hey, reaching out any way you can. You know, I'm sure he is more than open to his fans, and because he's not a bad dude, you know what I'm saying. And that's about the last piece of content that will be attached to this video. Let me know how you feel about this, along with the other pieces, the other two being NBA Dump pressing the content creator, and what was the other one that we had? Come on, man, talk to me. Was it King Von family speaking on him being backdoored and Lil Durk possibly having ties? So yeah, man, let me know how you feel about that. Along with that, liking, sharing, subscribing, notification bell. Don't be a stranger to those things. This is The Real SH0T TV. I'm your host, Soda, and I'm out.